Imagine this. The silicon guillotine. It's that terrifying exact second a massive cloud provider decides to flip a switch. Suddenly, your entire business intelligence, your personal data history, your AI agents, all of it is just gone, inaccessible, or even worse, realigned completely against your interests. Pretty terrifying, right? Well, welcome to this Cyber Tips Explainer. Today, we're going to show you exactly how to survive that exact moment by building your very own air-gapped silicon vault for 2026.
I want you to picture something for a second. A high-end GPU, glowing quietly in a pitch-black room. You reach around the back, grab the physical Ethernet cable, and you just unplug it. Boom. Total isolation. Because here's the reality. This is the only way to truly own your thoughts in 2026. If it's in the cloud, it isn't yours. Those are the ultimate stakes of data sovereignty right now. If we want total control, we literally have to sever the cord.
Okay, let's dive into this by establishing a baseline. We really need to define what a true air gap actually is, because the tech industry loves to throw that word around loosely. A true air gap means absolute physical and electronic isolation. Zero inbound connections, zero outbound connections. Look, a lot of enterprise software claims to be on-premise, but the second you disconnect the internet, it silently fails. Why? Because it can't phone home to validate a license, or send some anonymous telemetry, or check for an update. A true air gap means zero external dependencies. The cord is cut permanently.
Chapter 1. The Silicon Foundation.
To actually build this vault, we've got to start with the physical hardware. Specifically, we need to understand the underlying physics of large language models and the sheer, unavoidable mathematical necessity of video RAM. Think of your GPU's video RAM or VRAM as a digital workbench. If your workbench is too small, say you only have 8 or 12 gigabytes, your AI brain can only think about a tiny sliver of information at once. When a model's size exceeds your VRAM, your system is forced to offload data to the regular system RAM. And let me tell you, system RAM is agonizingly slow for AI. You instantly drop from lightning-fast responses down to a practically useless 1 to 2 tokens per second. That makes your cutting-edge AI slower than someone hunt and peck typing on a keyboard. To achieve frontier-level reasoning, you absolutely need a massive workbench.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact sweet spot for 2026, 32 gigabytes. By utilizing the NVIDIA RTX 5090, we finally defeat the old 16 gigabyte memory dilemma that bottlenecked so many developers last year. Having 32 gigabytes gives us the breathing room we need to run incredibly smart 30 to 35 billion parameter models entirely locally, with absolute zero cloud reliance.
So let's break down exactly where all that memory goes. About 70 to 75% of your VRAM gets swallowed up instantly by the model weights. That's the core neural network itself. But the really crucial part is the KV cache. That is essentially your AI's short-term memory. Just to put it into perspective, every 1,000 tokens of context you give a 70 billion parameter model adds about 0.11 gigabytes of overhead. So if you want a massive context window to read through entire legal documents, that KV cache is going to eat up gigabytes of memory incredibly fast. Plus, you've got to leave about 5 to 10% for runtime overhead just to keep the lights on. Now, when we look at the hardware landscape, it's pretty fascinating. On the budget-friendly side, we have the Intel Arc B580 at 12 gigabytes, which is great for smaller models. Then we've got our RTX 5090 sitting at that 32 gigabyte sweet spot. But then we have Apple Silicon's counter-revolution, the Mac Studio M4 with 128 gigabytes of memory or more. Because Apple uses a unified memory architecture, the CPU and GPU actually share one massive memory pool. This is a huge deal because it allows you to run gigantic 100 billion plus parameter mixture of experts models locally. We're talking about models that would normally require a massive, super noisy enterprise-grade server rack just running quietly on your desk.
Have you subscribed to Cyber Tips Explainer yet? Subscribe now, like and share this video with someone you deeply care about to have a foolproof cyber defense. Now, back to the video.
Chapter 2. The Software Air Gap. So the crucial point is that having the right silicon is only half the battle. Now we've got to shift our focus to the isolated software architecture required to safely run your environment without it trying to quietly reach out to the internet. When you compare local air-gapped inference against cloud inference, like GPT-4o, the contrast is absolutely staggering. With the cloud, telemetry and tracking are mandatory, and your data sovereignty is completely at the mercy of whatever their vendor policy happens to be that day. But with an air-gapped system, you have zero telemetry, 100% privacy, and your latency isn't bottlenecked by global API traffic jams. You truly own the infrastructure.
Now you have the workbench and the tools, but a brain without memory is useless. That's where vector databases come in, and you can build one on a $50 drive.
This brings us to the perfect air-gapped software stack. Take an application like AnythingLLM and pair it with LanceDB. LanceDB is embedded and it's serverless. Most importantly, it operates 100% offline. There is absolutely zero configuration required, and it scales to millions of vectors right there on your local disk. This gives you full-stack retrieval-augmented generation. In plain English, it means your AI can read and remember thousands of your private documents, and that data never ever leaves your physical device. It's brilliant.
Chapter 3. The Ghost in the Machine Prevention.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the operational procedures we have to follow. How do you actually stop rogue software dependencies from trying to sneak past your isolation? Getting AI running behind an air gap isn't just about double-clicking an installer file. This is the exact zero egress deployment checklist that top security-conscious developers use. First up, you have to transfer gigabytes of model weights via encrypted physical media, the classic sneakernet approach. Second, you must pre-pull every single container image to a local offline registry. Third, all your Python packages have to be fully vendored with pre-bundled dependencies. And finally, any software licenses must use offline, cryptographically signed tokens. It's strict, but if you miss even one of these steps, your offline installation will completely break down.
And finally, the Oracle ending.
Let's move to and see how this builds out across different budgets. You know the physics, you know the software, so now we're handing you the actionable architectural blueprints to actually go out and build this vault. Because look, I hear the GPUs are too expensive complaint all the time. For our bronze tier, you can start with the Intel Arc B580 for just $249. It gives you 12 gigabytes of memory, which is absolutely perfect for entry-level models and dev work. Moving up to the silver tier, which is the absolute sweet spot for developers, we have the RTX 5090 at roughly $2,000. That system is ready to run incredibly fast, 30 billion parameter agentic coding assistance. And finally, for the gold tier, representing enterprise-grade frontier intelligence, the Mac Studio M4 Ultra gives you the massive memory pools required to run the absolute smartest models on Earth right there on your desk.
Building the vault is step 1, but what happens when you let an autonomous local agent live inside it? An agent that can think, code, and act on your private data, totally disconnected from the rest of the world? That is the ultimate question. We're tackling autonomous local agents in the next briefing. Until then, keep your system secure, and remember, keep your data yours.